I just want to point out this is the only this is the thumbnail because it enraged me.
I have so many questions, Manny. I don't know if I should save it for the segment when we cover it on the show, or if I should just talk about it right now. Because you know what? Similar to you, my friend, I also was tad bit enraged at the time. Very much.
Yeah.
And then this image right here, this child holding up 2 belts. It's annoying. Yeah. Bryan Danielson's gonna have to commit child abuse at all out. That should be the tagline.
This was my favorite thing.
Yeah, what's your beef
She
with
did this, and then this guy and his daughter just trying to prevent him from taking a picture of it.
That's someone That's someone who knows their relationship with her mother is on a shaky turn right now. But leave me alone. This is the one thing I came for. You got your men. I'm here to see it. You got all your greased up men, okay? Little girl, you got all your greased up men. I'm here for this. I'm here for Mariah May. This is a rare occurrence. I didn't know she was going to be here in lingerie. Didn't know that. It's a surprise.
Welcome everyone to the
me.
Untitled.
It's the highlight of my day, my week.
Welcome everyone to the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. I am, of course, the ambiguous King Lord Manny Hayes, and he is.
I'm the guy who encouraged that guy he should leave his wife and kid for Mariah May if the option presents itself. Right now, he has a chance. Change everything.
Marcus, I want to show you something.
Oh.
My friend at work gave me this. We are now celebrating 6 weeks of sobriety, but I ain't seen them for about 2 weeks. I have a sober chip.
Wow, look at you!
It says sober AF, which means it's clearly not one of the proper ones, so we don't offend the people that actually need those chips.
Yeah, sober AF for 1 month. The AF stands alcohol forever. But, Randy, congratulations on receiving your chip. You know, I know you're well overdue with that. But keep it going. But I'm assuming you're going to start drinking because of that hat right there just around the corner. We're 1 week away from the NFL season, Manny.
Nah,
that's going to lead you back to the drink.
Manny with a chain season.
Oh, no. It's a new era. Manny with a chain. Oh, man. You look just like Ricochet.
No, I snatched it when he was in London.
Like, give me that. Oh, it's not gonna be the flip on you with.
Yeah, Jimmy, we saw that. We were actually talking about that in the 30 minutes before the show, or the 20 minutes because Marcus showed up 10 minutes late.
Oh, come on!
The Vince McMahon documentary is finally being released on Netflix in September, end of September. I think September 25th. It's the rise and fall of Vince McMahon, which is always a fun thing to watch.
Is it in 2 parts? Do we get the fall on 1 episode, the rise of the other one?
If it was Netflix, you'd do that.
Yeah, it is Netflix.
Yeah.
I'm doing 2-parter, double release. At the end of September, when do they actually join Netflix? Raw. What day is that for?
January. Bang
January?
on the 1st of January.
I would have waited till around then, to be honest. Since I'm gonna,
I don't think you want to cloud the thing over there with it.
Why? He's gone. Look how much
gone,
better we are.
It brings up bad memories. It brings up bad memories for some people.
But hold on, the rise is gonna bring up a lot of good ones.
Yeah, but we don't want to know about the rise because sometimes when it comes crashing down and it hurts inside, he's going to get brought up as well. What other bad figures are going to get brought up with this?
Well, the Snooker cover-up murder, the steroid trial, of course,
Benoit.
the raping and the pillaging. Benoit's going to be up there. Probably going to bring up Owen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a lot. I mean, making Trish bark like a dog. I believe that deserves its own episode.
Yeah,
let's
let's get this out of the way. Yeah, let's get this out of the way first, and then obviously, yay, we're on Netflix! Yay!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no! Who do you want on the documentary? Like speaking that you'd be like, oh shit, they got that person. Who could be that oh shit person? That's just full on, as I would say. I think I'm the only one who used the term jello dropping. Who would you like to be the ultimate jello dropper on the documentary? You go, oh shit, he on there? Or she on there? Who would you want?
Only because I've just watched this recently. I kind of want Jesse the Body Ventura on it.
That's why he's back!
Yeah. Because there was a clip that came out, and it was Chris Van Vliet obviously was asking him, are you going to make amends with Hulk Hogan? And he's like, no, he betrayed me. And I was like, let me go find the full documentary. I don't need to watch this clip. I need to watch the whole thing.
Yes. When he said that. Let me tell you something, McMahon. You're a scumbag. That girl you're paying. I would like rare footage of or not rare footage, but new interview footage of Stick McMahon just talking shit. Just fuck you. Randomly, oh, McMahon.
Oh, Triple H.
So he could just be like,
the moment I had my cardiac event, I got pushed to the side and made to manage. I lost NXT, lost everything.
Manny, let me tell you, this is how Triple H on the documentary go. He's just gonna sit down. It's gonna start quiet. I don't know if this is an episode thing or if it's a one shot, but he'll come in and he'll sit down and they're like, "Oh shit, it's Triple H." Hold on, let me get my glasses. In October 7th, 2020, it was the largest gate we have ever had in a pandemic. I had a heart attack event. Mr. Man pushed me downstairs. I mean, physically, and then he did it politically in the workplace.
Wait. Who do you want to be on this?
Oh, I want them all. The quote solo, I'm here for it all. I want his third cousin or something. I always want the third cousin.
I just want Linda. I want Linda to spill the beans. I want Linda to tell me the whole damn truth. I need her to pour me a big, gigantic bucket full of tea.
I'll take Linda. Linda would be great. But when she showed up, you got to hear the music the entire time. I want a wrestler who doesn't want to disclose himself or fear of retaliation, but they have him black in the situation, but you know it's them because of their catchphrases. say something. Like if it's Hogan, ooh, brother, it was a dark day. Wait a minute, brother, that's Hogan. You see do-rag.
There is no dark light that can hide that.
That'd just be funny.
I know it's you.
Yeah, we know it's you, Hogan. But I do want a friend of the family who's always amazing in documentaries. Who you like? How close was this guy really? But they have so many parts. And Marcus, the third cousin.
I know who we need on there. Not Shane. I don't need Shane. I need Shane's friends. The Mean Street Posse. I want to hear from Pete Gas and Rodney.
We went over his house one day after one of Shane's parties. Vince had 4 women and cocaine all over the floor and told us, "Join it." I'd never forget his voice. Sounds like a good time to me.
Okay. Let's get into some AEW Dynamite. I haven't prepared the ticker, but I know what's going in the ticker. Jon Moxley returns. He's got some new music. He says he needs to talk with Darby Allin. He points at Tony Schiavone and says, "This is not your company anymore," and then exits the ring. Later on in the night, He seems to be rolling with Marina Shafir.
Does Renee know this? Renee! Roddy, Renee, get your girl. What's going on here? So, one, Jon Moxley's new music was jarring. Jarring! It came on, his Titantron came up. I looked, just nothing registered at all. Even when I saw the name, I was like, what is this? Who's fucking up the audio? But he walks out there. He looks lean. He looks like he quit drinking for the 5th time or something. As opposed to what me and Manny accused him of going back to the drink. That man was out there getting healthy. That man just been me. That's just maybe me. That's the cynic in me. Yeah, that's me being the addiction and alcohol bottles. You'll be back. You always go back. You'll never do it without me. You'll never make it without me. Come on. I would love to be the addiction in one of those paid for TV commercials. You're nothing. You'll never be without me. Anyway, I enjoyed them saying this is impromptu. We were not expecting Jon Moxley here tonight. Then who hit his music? And then who hit the wrong music?
This made the ticker. They cut back. It's the conglomeration with Renee. I thought shouldn't have been. You can't go Jon Moxley, do something weird, and then go to Renee having a jokey segment with these idiots in the back.
Well, you can't say, wait, we were expected to start our first match and then cut to the back.
Yeah.
Right after. Wait, where's this interview? When was this interview going to fit in there? We had to pivot to this interview? And then you can't go, what is up with Jon Moxley without going, Renee, fuck all that. What's your man doing? What's your man doing? What does he mean? The company is no longer yours. That's what he was screaming. Renee, what are you talking about? What is your play in this? Have you seen your husband? Have you not been around him? What drugs is he on? Absolutely question. You got to ask her about the Blackpool Combat Clubs. He's still affiliated with the BBC. Is he down with BBC? BCC? Didn't realize I was saying it wrong. Is he still down with the BCC?
Then we get Big Tom Ishii versus Adam Page, which they shouldn't have been having banger. They should not have been having a banger, but they did. All I needed was Big Tom to lie down, but he decided I'm coming down with a fight today.
I am not going to call this a banger. They had a fight. The best spot was Ishii losing his last inch of neck in that DDT on the apron. But other than that, I was just like, why are you going 50-50 with Ishii? And all they're doing is trading shots. There's some solid moments, but I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling Ishii and Hangman this week.
Well, then Swerve comes out, says he should stomp him into a bloody mess for getting involved in his match at All In. But instead, he's out here to look him in the face and tell him, I feel sorry for you. You're the one that became a petulant little child. With every tantrum he got further away from success while he got closer to it. Make no mistake about it. I might not have a championship, but I will always be referred to as a world champion. And this will always be Swerve's house. In regards to that, you failed. Hangman said he isn't a world champion. He's a piece of shit. You broke into my house. You wrestled me 3 times. You could never beat me on your own. The first time it took Prince Nana. The second time it took Prince Nana and Brian Cage. And the third time you have 30 minutes and you couldn't do it. You're not as good as me. And you know what I want. I want you on your own. He makes a good point here, though.
He was right. He's been right.
The problem is, though, Swerve looks like a little bitch if, 1, you can't win without Prince Nana. 2, you have to have Brian Cage help you with Prince Nana. And then 3, you go to the time limit draw. Ridiculous.
It's pretty not a good track record. Not a good track record. It's well argued by Hangman Page. I have no way to refute it other than what Swerve said. You want to do this? Me and you. All out. Nobody else involved. Steel cage. If you're man enough. Hangman looks him in the eye and goes, I might not be man enough, but I'll be there and I'm going to kill you. Then, as Hangman's walking up the ramp, a very disappointed fan is shaking his head as he walks away. I don't understand why he was...
Wait, is this your AI version of this, of the events? What's going on?
This is 100% what happened. This is verbatim what happened.
Well, you also left out the fact that he said after their triple match threat match with Samoa Joe, the next day he drove 10 minutes to Hangman's house and just watched him taking his pregnant wife to hospital. That day he realized he needed to be focused. He doesn't need to be focused on Hangman. He needs to be focused on the AEW World Championship and being the best in the world by being the best AEW has to offer. And that's what he did and will happen again. Hangman is still focused on him and he keeps failing. He challenged him to remind the world what cowboy shit is. But instead of trying to burn my world to the ground, your career is the one going up in flames.
They'd drive to your enemies out. Well, I guess I gotta pull up and kill him. Like, that's what it seemed like Swerve was gonna do. I'm not gonna just here to watch. I'm not here to watch today. Oh, his pregnant wife's with him. I can't shoot him in front of his pregnant wife. But you know what? I have an epiphany right now as I'm about to commit murder. I feel sorry for him.
Does he not never to return to the scene of the crime originally?
Yeah. Again,
in
he's
Virginia,
getting away with all types of
places.
Yeah, he wouldn't be able to sit in this car for 4 minutes in Virginia without somebody was like, "Hey boy, you sure you're in the right place?" Leave me alone. So I'm calling bullshit on him saying he watched him walk his pregnant wife down the stairs.
Yeah, I agree. The second match of the night was Jamie Hayter versus Harley Cameron, which was a squash match, but this was definitely ticker material, but Marcus found a new love for that Jamie Hayter music, haven't you?
I just know it now. It is a banger.
It's a certified banger.
Boom, 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 boom. I just want to be one of the crowd where those people who are all the way in the market seats were up there thinking, "Oh shit, it's Becky!" I'm sure. I just wanted to be in the crowd when it was them. These people in this arena, it's a much smaller arena, going, "That's clearly not Becky Lynch, that's Jamie Hayter." I'm just saying, without you guys telling me that was her theme song in the market seats, I would have popped it. It was like, they got her, they got Becky, they did it. That's not Becky. Anyway, better debut, Jamie Hayter or Ricochet? Or return?
Ricochet, he had a better match on Dynamite.
Did he? I'm upset with Ricochet. I'm upset. I'm disappointed in him. Shame on you.
That's because he's on the internet for the last few days. He's been a little bitch.
Yeah, put this on the feed, Manny. I am now forever only watching Richard O'Shea matches as highlights. I'm only watching them on YouTube. I am no longer watching them. I can't bear to see him like this.
So I saw a story of not a story. I saw a meme. Someone going, Ricochet's on Dynamite, and it's a crying face one. Mm-hmm. And the response was, there was a reason WWE put his matches only on Twitter.
Jesus.
Yeah, the hatred goes too far sometimes.
It does. It's new levels of hatred. And you know what? Now I think people know they can get to him. They can get to him. So they're just going to say all types of wild shit.
And just at him. I'm going to start atting Ricochet.
I'm gonna watch Ricochet every week and let's see if he reposts that. Let's see, and gets mad. Oh, you gotta just watch my matches every week, huh? You piece of shit. What the fuck, Ricochet? Show.
So MJF makes his way to the ring. He says, "Where were the fans when he was defending this country, and denounces his American citizenship? He will no longer be associated with your garbage country, Marcus."
Oh. Well, that just makes him more American.
And he denounces the fans who show him no respect for everything he's done for them. He's sick of allowing these people to live in the lies that they lies as they all know. Without MJF, this company is a circus. Oh
man, as long as the clowns come up in that little car, I'm all for it.
I miss Dink.
They're just breathing each other's ass in that car. There's no other way they can fit. They're just breathing ass. Breathe out my ass. That's the only way you can fit. Huh? Yeah, anyway, I'm sorry. Thinking about the physics of clown car driving.
Danny Garcia attacks MJF from behind. He chokes him out, then attempts to give him a power driver from the middle rope, but security come out, allowing MJF to get him some. He tries this for the second time, but is held back. Garcia gets on the mic, says he pawned the Dynamite diamond ring, and they told him they didn't give him any money, but they said he can go to London.
That's not true at all. You can't one-shot your way home. That doesn't sound true at all. I've experienced pawn shops. They wouldn't give you $50 for that thing. Best I can do, brother, is $75. I gotta make money off of this. I'm watching enough Pawn Stars to know that you ain't getting shit for free.
Marcus, the fact that that diamond ring is clearly a prop, the best I can do is the best of Braden Walker.
Well, first, Manny, I have to authenticate it with a friend of mine to see if it is a diamond ring. So I'm going to go to my friend, Jungle Boy Jack Perry, to see if this is authentic. He's been hit so many times with it. That's it. That's the authentic diamond ring. That's knocked everybody out. All right, I give you 75.
Garcia said ruining MJF's life has become his obsession. It's his fetish. At All Out, it's going to be those two. And then lobs the microphone at MJF, which I feel was an incredible task.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I was fine with it. Danny Garcia seems like a real man now. MJF seems like a whiny little bitch. But I think that's where we're supposed to be right now.
Maybe. The All-Star eight-man tag made the ticker. And then, like anything about it, even the referee botch at the end just didn't make any sense.
It's full ticker material, Manny. I refuse to even comment on this one. This is 100% pure ticker. 100% pure ticker. If I had a knife and I could scrape the ticker with it, I would taste it and go, that's 100% pure ticker right here. And it went on for so long.
And then I'm not sure about you, but I think this is strike and ticker material. Private Party pander to Mercedes Moné. Mercedes Moné clearly doesn't like black people, tells them bye bitch in Japanese with the help of Okada, who said this is the best day of my life. Dream come true.
At this point, Tozawa is a more serious character than Okada. And that's where we're at right now. In fact, Nakamura and those Toyota commercials are more serious than Okada.
Marcus. So on the internet, they may say Triple H demasculates black males.
Mm-hmm.
He's turned Okada from, I don't know, like Godzilla to fucking Hello Kitty.
Yeah. This is shocking what he's turned to. It's just shocking what has happened to Okada. That does not mean I'm not still entertained.
I'm entertained, but I don't ever want to see this man like life dream accomplished.
I can't believe it. I love America so much.
Yeah, they can't have this.
Yeah.
Can't have this.
I don't understand why Private Party was here. What was this party for?
Neither of them would last 5 minutes with Mercedes Moné.
Oh. Now you're questioning their manhood and stamina.
Is she just that annoying?
Oh yeah, I think I would have had enough. Waiter. Oh God, Jesus. Do you really talk like this all the time? Yeah.
I was like, I'm tired. I don't care about your title run. They never last longer than 30 days. Except that one.
I do get the tie, and I'll be like, now, baby, I want to hear more about you, but there's only one thing I want to hear about. Tell me about the time you slammed the belt on Vince Stable. Tell me about that time. Tell me about it again. It was a Sunday morning, and I just launched him at his ass. But that would be it.
The Mara May celebration, she says it's postponed. She isn't doing it in that bullshit city of Champagne. It should be renamed Stale Piss Water. She takes off the robe, shows off the glamour. Some dude with a child is preventing him from taking his photo.
I don't understand why she did this lingerie thing. When she decided, I'm champion, now I have to be Sable.
This is
move out,
all
world.
The women that want to be me, for all the men that come to see me.
Trying to do the grind. The most unrhythm white dance of all time.
So
who got Brock Lesnar going though?
This is definitely ticker, but I could not find it. I found this so funny. They show a clip of GYV after the show at All In with the Young Bucks. They said they're coming for the title. They should grit their teeth. And then they cut to them at Dynamite, and they say the exact same thing.
Yeah, modern day. So they cut away. Now this was still a few days ago. Now the question is, do they still believe the words they said? Yes, we're grizzly young veterans. Like it's the same shit. Why did we even do 2 of these? I was baffled by this decision. Normally you cut to a match or something, or give me something live, and they just got to say the same thing. It's like, oh yeah, in case this is gonna make the website only, we're gonna know this here.
Then we get Ricochet versus Kyle Fletcher. It was a good match. You seem to have a problem with it, so I'll let you speak.
I'm gonna not rant. Okay, I'm gonna rant a little bit. Strike for Kyle Fletcher. I don't know why he comes out in the mask and acts like he's a luchador now. I'm confused on that. Or whatever the Don Callis family is at this current moment. Confused by all of that.
Who's still in the Don Callis family?
Yeah. What are we doing here with this group? We got to catch the video package. I think randomly in between all this anyway. Like, this
Marcus, you can't give me a video package. You can't give me a package of him doing cool shit and then say he's going to be on Rampage. Not even Collision, Rampage.
Yeah, he's going to be on Rampage. They killed all his momentum. And guess who he's fighting? The Beast Mortals in a fatal 4-way.
With
Lovely.
Leo Rush
and
someone else.
Yeah, the most random thing ever. Nothing's on the line. They're just going to do it on Rampage. And I go, this guy's not important. Anyway, back to this match. I understand they wanted to debut Ricochet and give him a solid match. But I'm going to say this. Sometimes you just wait to kick somebody's ass. Last time I saw this man go through a car windshield on the Raw programming. And I feel like he was pushed to the limit by Kyle Fletcher, who is as I quote, a known loser. He's in that Penta, Lance Archer, Brian Cage section of AEW where they're out there. You know what they're going to do. You know what they're going to take that. They're going to do that job. And Tom as well. So I feel like that him going back and forth with Kyle Fletcher kind of hurt his stock. I didn't feel like the crowd actually gave him the big response either.
Can I ask you a question?
It's just hurt. You can, and I can say no.
I'm gonna ask it anyway. There's nothing really about Ricochet that seems like he couldn't go 50-50 with Kyle Fletcher. Like, there's no move that Ricochet does that really goes, oh, that's superimposing outside of the vertigo, which he hasn't done in a very long time. Because his finish was what, the 630. There's nothing really moveset wise about Ricochet that you could really put him in a squash match and be like, yeah, that was an imposing win. I think with the likes of Ricochet, I think he's that type of person that's going to have to scrap to get the victory.
Yeah, but I want them to introduce me to the new Ricochet. A main event
version
of Ricochet. A main event version of Ricochet.
If there was a new version of Ricochet, the one thing he would be able to say more other than one and only is...
Oh, no, that was authentic.
He'd be able to hold that microphone and say other things confidently.
Yeah, that's what I want. I wanted him to show me something new with Ricochet. I got nothing new. I got him going 50-50 with somebody. He's in the same spot he is in WWE already. And I feel like he's on his way to Rampage. That's what I got from this. He's on his way to Rampage. He used him for one shot.
It won't be long till he's on Rampage, Mark, because I give it another 2 months.
I just thought that debut, he should have kicked some ass. Like, it would be a quick ass whooping. Just like Ricochet, I'm not here to do what I did. You know, he don't have to say that to me before. I'm here to take this to a whole other level. I'm here to become AEW World Champion. I know he can't talk, Manny, but I need him to say it in moves. I need intensity. I got the same product I got on WWE that I've had on New Japan, other than when he was Prince Puma.
Marcus, if he did anything with intensity and he had a squash match, only the thing people are going to say is, "Oh, I saw that match. It was on Speed on X." There's no winning in this situation. There is actually no winning in this situation.
Oh, there's Ricochet at one of his 3-minute matches.
Yeah, there's actually no winning in this situation. So having a match where he's been pushed to the limit, you saw a bit more of Ricochet that you probably haven't seen in a very long time. Like, Ricochet is just known for flips in WWE. He ain't known for anything else. So he did some other things in this match. So I think it was more. It was less. I'm gonna do flips all over the place. This was a little bit more controlled and everything. The match, you saw a lot more of Ricochet than normally. You get about a good 5 minutes out of Ricochet on WWE. If you're on Speed, less than 3 minutes. I think it was a good debut. I'm optimistic where this could go, but obviously we also know that there's a good 80% chance that this could go down the Rampage route and we never see him again.
Yeah, I'm 90% at the Rampage route. Man, I was just hoping that he got that I just broke up with my girlfriend stank on him. Like, oh yeah, look at this. This is somewhere they missed out on. It just seems like, no, this is exactly what they had. And like, he didn't come out there with a new suit. He couldn't get in better shape. I know that's the one thing, but because he's already in immaculate shape.
I would say the only person that's really come out there and made you look at someone and go, you know what, WWE really missed on them, would be Swerve, in my opinion, and maybe Toni Storm. But I kind of always known Toni Storm could do this. It was just like they didn't give her anything really to do on.
Come on, they put a pie in her face. They put a pie in her face, Manny.
And then she left. She didn't want to see it through. This could have actually gone somewhere.
Put a pie in her face, all right? They made it clear. She's going through a bad era. She could have only survived 2019. But even like you said, Toni Storm is new character. Even the quote I'm flipping on the other side with like Chelsea Green. She came back, basically just Chelsea Green. But she feels more entertaining. She feels less like a B+ player. She's a B+ player, but she isn't. She's a part of the show. Ricochet just felt like.
Yeah, but let me debunk that though, because she was never really on any roster when she got her release. She never really got to do much in NXT or the main roster before she got a release because she was always injured. She was very injury prone. She went to the Indies, did her thing with Matt. They built up a name for herself, and then they allowed her to do stuff. And then we got to see her blossom into this incredible comedy act that you remember her do stuff. Like, I will always remember 3 Strikes, basketball.
Yeah. The point is I'm making about this and all, Ricochet, he didn't give me nothing new that made me go like, oh, I need to turn to the other. I need to convert these WWE loyalists to watch AEW to watch the new Ricochet.
Do you honestly think there's another gear to Ricochet? I don't think there is at this point.
I think you gotta bring something out. You gotta try it. At least try something.
Yeah, you could at least try, but I don't think there's any extra gear to Ricochet. If you ask me, I don't think there's if he's been stuck on 4th gear, I don't think there's a 5th. He's getting older. I think he's going to start regressing. The best match he's going to have is with Will Ospreay. That's the best match he's going to have, and maybe Pac.
I was just hoping that he would be treated. He treated himself like Jericho and just reinvented himself and.
He's not Jericho.
Try different things. Like when Jericho left WWE for New Japan, and it was just like, oh, he's the painmaker. He went to AEW. He had a whole fucking thing. He changed his life.
Yeah, but Marcus, he can talk. the way to reinvent yourself, you have to be the ability to sell it. Ricochet, all he did after he could turn up dressed as fucking Eddie Murphy from Raw, and you wouldn't be able to sell it. You wouldn't, because the whole point of Eddie, if he just turned up like that, he'd have to talk, and he can't. He actually can't.
I believe in him. No, all right, you're right. What does that even mean?
No, but I've interpreted it as two things. Either his brother-in-law is boring, or his brother-in-law is white. Which one is it?
The white first popped in my head. The white. We spent a lot of time. Anyway, Will Ospreay, the nicest man, the man who does favors for black people all the time.
AEW savior.
Yeah, came out there and he's staring down Ricochet, only to be attacked by Manny's favorite wrestler, Pac.
I hate Pac so much, and I hate when you say he's my favorite wrestler.
Good boy.
I hate it with a passion. He hits him with a poison rana, and then before Will Ospreay could say anything, and he tells Will, "Don't you ever forget about the bastard." And Ricochet, I welcome you to AEW. Now get to the back of the line like everyone else.
I don't know why he sounds more like Schwarzenegger than Pat. Yeah. I was like, you turned him into Schwarzenegger. Get to the back of the line. He gets to the back of the line like anybody else.
Oh, so he's double mayonnaise.
Hey.
He's authentic, real mayonnaise.
He's not even a good mayonnaise. He's the off-brand mayonnaise in the back of the shelf where you go like, ooh, this is dusty.
Oh, so not Hellman's. Not Hellman's.
Yeah. He don't have the good stuff. You had to go to Aldi to get this mayonnaise. Oh.
Yeah, you got Aldi too. You got Aldi too.
Yeah, we got Aldi.
Have you got Lidl as well? It's
what the fuck? No. They have no. Their rivalry here
they're basically the same thing.
Grocery store outlet.
Yeah, Lidl and Aldi are basically the same thing, and I think they're owned by the same brothers.
Hey,
but they in competition with each other apparently.
Oh, it's like Dollar General and Dollar Tree. It's like, oh, you got the same people. Yeah, across the street from each other. Yeah, but Ricochet then I guess go check on Will after Will's violently attacked.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say violently. Poison Rana. I've seen those.
That's not violent.
Candice Ray does it. It's not that violent.
Oh, we have Lindy in Georgia. Well, it looks like I'm leaving to that midnight train to Georgia.
I remember my mum first referring to the store as Lidl. Not Lidl, Lidl.
When UFC champion, the Iceman, Chuck Liddell founded this. Oh, it is. But moving. You would, Betty. No, I have no beef with it. I just don't go in there. I'm too boozy.
You can get all sorts in there. I've never
like diseases.
You can walk in and come out with like a fucking pizza maker, like a pizza cooker. Like, what do I need this for?
You know, hey, grocery outlet, Aldi. There's few people, but why? Why did I go in there? $9. This place thing's gonna explode. Like, anyway.
Marcus,
that takes us to the top of the hour.
Explain the final segment. Yeah, explain the final segment.
All right, my boy.
Danielson. Yeah,
my boy comes to the ring. My boy comes to the ring with the title.
He comes to the ring and he's going to explain his next steps. So go ahead, Marcus. Explain your boy's final steps.
So my boy goes out there. He pretends that he's kind of going to hang it up a little bit, but then said, but that's not that time yet. I'm going to keep on fighting until I lose this title. And you know what, guys? I'm so excited. Whoever walks out to that ring right now, whoever comes down that ramp right now, I will begin to fight them at all out for this belt. So at this moment, my mind wanders just a little bit. I don't have much time. I'm already in strike mode because if I had to go through all these battle royals and tournaments, if I'm Darby Allin and Christian and I'm going through hell to try to get these title matches, or Hangman or Swerve, I'm going through hell to try to get a world title match. And yet here this dude, if you just show up to work right now, you get a title match? Manny, I toss it to you.
Well, Marcus, I'm giving out strikes for the entire AEW roster at this point.
Yes!
He's giving someone a free pass. And What I like about WWE recently is like when it goes, oh, first person to come to the ring gets a title match. What do you see? You see people scrambling. You see a fight break out for people trying to make first person to get to the ring.
It's the Wesley video. When Wesley was North American title, it was just violence in the back.
Nothing happened. Nothing happened. We got a video package. Video package. And at that point, I would run out. I'd jump the barricade and be like, Danielson kicked my head in. I want a title match too.
Yeah. First. I'm here. I'm here. Jungle Boy's in the video. I'm here. Okay, so that was my biggest complaint about nobody wanted to run out there. I'm sure there should have been a line. Was everybody just like, let's get out of here? No one left in the back? No one at all. And then on top of that, this is a open challenge. Unexpected. Most people thought he was going to announce his retirement, except for Jack Perry, who was like, I'm going to give him a video package. And what he said, I don't care what he says. I'm putting this video package together. Doesn't matter. Bryan. And then he knew everything Bryan had just talked about, which was close to only Bryan Danielson and maybe his wife and kid that knew what he was going to say tonight. Or Jack Perry apparently was privy to this information. Don't know how. So Jack does his attack. But my question is, what if Bryan Danielson just went out there and was like, I'm done, guys. Putting the belt right here. Putting my boots in the ring. I don't want anything to do with wrestling anymore. Jack Perry, cue up the video. This don't make any sense at all.
I don't think it would have aired. It would have been much like if I was entrant number 13 at the Casino Gauntlet and the person got pinned in front of me.
Just left with his dick in his hand.
Damn it!
Damn. Never got a chance. Evil Uno's time was right there. But
let me release my shoot interview. How much I hate this company.
It's ridiculous. No opportunities here. Oh.
Let me leave a vague tweet. I may be leaving.
Yeah. They post a picture of Triple H
pointing at me.
Yeah. But I just feel like
the background of someone's training videos.
He working out with Sheamus. That's always a key. Or do a Dax. Have the WWE contract right in front of me. Over the liquor so I can sell more.
Dax was a bitch for doing that.
Yeah. But I just thought the whole ending made no sense. Did anybody think this through? What are you... Bryan Danson's speech, fine. But after he started talking to Jack Perry, got involved, it was like, it didn't make any sense. You didn't know he was going to do this.
Yeah.
How did you know? Anyway. That was my second biggest complaint of the night. My first biggest complaint of Jon Moxley not knowing how to use a telephone or actually anybody how to get someone's phone number.
Well, let me ask you this.
Darby Allin, I'm looking for you. Darby Allin, I'm looking for you. This is 2024. You can call him. And if not, you know somebody that has his number. You trying to tell me Darby doesn't have a phone?
Because we don't know where he is. He still may be in the coffin.
Well, we can find better time. I'm sure he could have went to the local medical. He could have went to a local medical facility. Could have called him Sting or Stang. Like, oh, Darby, we need to talk. But you know why make this public? That's all he came out to the ring to do. That's all he came out to the ring. He disrupted the show to come out and say, does anybody have Darby Allin's phone number? Because I can't get in contact with him. Let's go, Marina Shafir. You're my new bitch now. What?
I think you may be surprised by what Marina Shafir can do in the ring these days. She's vastly improved.
How you like this, Randy? How you like this?
With the complaints you had about Dynamite this week, do you still think it was still a good show, or has it dipped a little bit?
I thought this week dipped. I thought that 8-man conglomeration match kind of killed the show.
Yeah, thing for me is if it makes a ticker for me, it kind of doesn't exist anymore. So overall, for me, the show was still largely okay for me. It didn't dip. I would have thought it would have been a little bit more better with like another week left to go into All Out, but they've still got next week, so there's that.
Yeah, they really had to push All Out. They shouldn't do pay-per-views so close to each other like this.
Yeah.
I'm against WWE when they do this too. Like, you should have time to build your pay-per-view. You shouldn't have to be like, let's just throw matches together. All right, we're doing a cage match. All right, Bryan Danielson versus Jack Perry. All right, we got this match going on. It's like, oh, okay. We just rush it through this. Just make.
But like,
make
I don't understand why AEW now everything has to have some type of stip. I've kind of gotten used to like WWE having five matches and then maybe one or two may have a stipulation.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything doesn't need a stipulation.
Well, at like Berlin, we only got one. It's gonna be the strap match. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. And there's still gonna be good wrestling on that show. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You don't need always to have big spectacle and more than one big spectacle, because realistically, what you're looking at that Bash in Berlin thing is, yes, Gunther is gonna be the main deal there. That's the problem. That's the main event because Gunther's the star of that show. Mm-hmm. But what they are hoping that people are going to be talking about is that strap match after.
Yeah.
Outside of just Gunther but every match is going to bang. Every match they're going to have a relatively good match because there's only 5 matches.
Yeah. And they keep it simple and they just tell quick stories and there's no 2 matches alike. And the thing that bugs me about MJF and Ospreay part 2 and 1, they're doing too many moves. It's not left for anybody else to do at this point. Like after you do all that, it's like, oh, okay, do I want to see this other match?
Which is interesting because Mercedes Moné has that weird newsletter video bullshit that she does.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you know the thing that she basically announced a divorce on?
Yeah.
That thing. She was responding to criticism of her match with Brit Baker. All in. And looking back at it, it looked like Mercedes was trying, whereas it looked like Brit was out there sandbagging.
I agree with Mark Henry. Now that he out the company.
It's interesting though because remember back in the day at the start of the Thunder Rosa bullshit.
Yeah, she was accusing her.
They're the ones that accused her of sandbagging.
Yeah,
and now she's doing it to Mercedes because if you look at it, Britt looked disinterested in that whole match.
Yeah, well, yeah, and Britt's not that good of a wrestler anyway. Like that's been my big complaint about
she's not that good of a wrestler.
No.
It's like that Mercedes thing, like when she was in WWE and you knew she was losing by just the way she walked to the ring.
Yeah.
It's that kind of attitude that's kind of brought this up, and it's just like, okay, I get it, and also there shouldn't have been 10 matches on that card because that, as we said on the show, that crowd was tired of all that.
Yeah.
By the time you got to that match.
Yeah, I mean they did Ospreay and MJF right before you got to Mercedes. If I'm Britt and I'm a little insecure about my abilities, and I hate Mercedes probably a little bit. I'm going out there and I'm just here to do a job. And I'm going to do a job. I don't really give a fuck about this match. What I'm going to do? What can I do to compete with that shit? This guy just jumped up the ring, caught him, and did a tombstone onto the outside. I can't do that shit. I can't do that. Backbreaker is all I got, brother. That's it.
What's J.K. Smith said? I'm assuming that y'all got co-workers who just talk to you about a whole lot of nothing and nonsense. Whole conversation is just verbal letters, nothing of substance. Yes! But they're the ones that make the day go quicker some days. You need those people.
I believe he's talking about Mercedes, Manny. That's what he was saying at her newsletter thing is.
Maybe. But I get it though. Like, I didn't like the match either, but like I was like, it was very much like it's nothing I care about in this story. Like for me to be invested in it anyway. And then obviously I'm not Mercedes' biggest fan in the first place, so it's not like must see for me.
Yeah, and it seems like it's done already.
Yeah, it was cooked. It was cooked before it even started though. Remember we said that contract signing really ruined it.
Well, they did have that weird suspension in between.
Yeah, but they could have just left it.
Yeah.
Just here, have Mercedes talk shit. They could have just had that.
They could have, yeah. So that's all.
Like Gunther this week. Gunther was just talking shit via video.
I'm in Berlin in my underwear. Huh? See that coming up?
Yeah.
I'm not on Raw, huh? But yeah. So that was Dynamite this week. I guess we're going to NXT. We did 50 minutes of Dynamite. A Dynamite that I wasn't enjoying. A small crowd Dynamite too. I don't know how you go for. Apparently, according to the internet, this one had 1,800 people in attendance. I was like, ooh, how do you go from that?
It was a 1,800.
1,800. Yes, Manny. 1,800. Not 18,000.
No. I
don't know what you want me to say.
When people refer to thousands as 1,800, I get really confused very quickly.
Wait, is that 1,800 people? What? I thought you were confirming.
When you go 1,800, my brain thinks 18,000, but he's like, he didn't say 1,000, he said 100. No.
Yeah, it was a very, very small crowd this week in Illinois, and I would say disappointing at best. We
Marcus, I want to give a strike to the opening of NXT.
Go for it. You can't spell NXT without an X and a strike in the middle.
It opens with Jakara and Lash talking to each other, which basically was the same hallway, the same room. But they're doing panning shots when one's over there and one's over there. And then when they do the wide shot, there's probably about a gap that big between them. I don't know why you've had to go to separate cameras over there and there, and then have a middle camera. It makes no sense to me.
I laughed, okay? Because they were after Tron. Manny, they were after Tron. They were ready to do their entrance to confuse you a little bit. Like, oh, we're about to light up yellow and green and shit. And I want to start off to say NXT used the women as a crutch this week. They just had women matches and they said, fuck the world. It's all women's matches.
Way too many. They were like all women's matches tonight, and they were pretty decent.
Yeah. Even the opening match with the Last Legend and Fatal Influence, who had their shit to say.
Yeah.
I almost didn't recognize JC without the mask. I was like, oh, JC without the mask.
Jasmine Nix eats a pump kick trying to distract, but it wasn't enough for Lash to... It was enough for Lash to take her eye off the ball and gets taken out by a double running knee. Which, when did they have this?
Yeah.
When they were running indies when they were 12?
No. They were just angry on the indies. When they were in high school, bullying people. Again, this friendship or them going to the same wrestling school has threw me for a loop. Some tell me that wrestling school is not that good because they're still in NXT. They should be mad at whoever taught them. They should be upset that they couldn't taught by Greg Gagne like Tiffany Stratton.
Oro tries to uplift the spirits of Giacara and Lash when he's interrupted by Lexus King. He says Noam Dar is the daddy of metaphor. Oro says that's very rich coming from someone who lacks a father figure. We're like, ooh!
Oro came back spicy. I don't know why he had that in the chamber. He was ready.
And then gets slapped. And then these two have a weak pull apart as Lash and Jakara are just cheering. Well, it's mostly Lash. Because that's all I heard. Lash just booming voice going, Get him! Get him!
Get his ass! Get his ass! But, Ready? On Tuesday's show, previously on this show, I said we're going to try to have a streak without security guards getting attacked. I believe, if I'm correct, on this episode of NXT, they may have lived up to that example. They may not have had security get attacked. Dynamite was a different story.
Dynamite was a different story. But
I think we got it twice, right?
Didn't something happen between Zachary Wentz and Wesley?
He may have got security, huh? Did he beat up security?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't recall.
I can't remember. Now I can't remember.
Yeah, I thought something happened. Eddie Thorpe, a.k.a. DJ Tatanka, is talking to three women who are loving his DJ set at a live event. Do you like that?
My boy.
Ashanti appears.
Yes.
He sees titties, he appears. Drooling and being like, hey. Which one's your girl? I don't want to step on your toes. Which one's your girl?
Yeah, the horniest man in wrestling.
And then he finds it difficult to understand that they are just his friends. And he said he's a DJ just for the music, and he just basically said that was stupid.
He called him gay.
And
I'm not trying to be offensive with that. I'm just saying that's what Shanti basically called. He was like, "For the music, man, you gay. That ain't what this is about. That ain't what this is about. They saw those girls, they were all over you. You become a DJ to get the women. That's the only reason to be. What are you doing?"
And then in the back, we see Brooks Jensen walk into a room with a chair, and then he kills a black man. I wasn't able to identify the man till later on in the night.
Say, an unidentified black man was attacked. I would love for you at that very moment, Manny, in the middle of the night, live breaking news: unidentified black man was attacked at the NXT Performance Center. We're still looking for Brooks Jensen. And we're still trying to identify who this black man is.
With a fake microphone and just talking in a suit.
Manny calls me. Manny, we still haven't confirmed the identity of the African-American fellow. But we believe right now it is Cedric Alexander.
So we move to Carmen Petrovic versus Izzy Dame. I mean, Carmen picks up the win. I knew this was happening. She rolls her up for the win. But... Marcus, I need to talk about Izzy Dame's growing moveset. It's impressive. It's getting impressive.
She's becoming something. If she wasn't a blonde, she would be more special to me. But because she's a blonde,
Charlotte hasn't got an in-depth moveset quite like this.
No. But
she's
Izzy's
got barefoot attacks and scraps.
Yeah, Izzy's more of a power wrestler and I believe no. Is that Jasmine Nixon does the Pele? Shit.
Jasmine Nick does the Pele.
Yeah.
Jasmine Nick also does the most beautiful perfect plus.
I don't know. She's competing with Maxine Dupree.
No, she ain't competing with no Maxine Dupree.
She's competing with no Maxine Dupree. Yes, she is competing. Yes, she is competing with some Maxine Dupree. It's her move now. But anyway, I thought this was a solid match, and I was shocked that we got 2 women's matches back to back.
That was 2 back to back, and then we go to I'm gonna call it a women's segment because I don't care about the other 2. The Ren QCC. Ren reminds Charlie that Charlie wouldn't be the Heritage Cup champion if it wasn't for her, and she wanted to get in on the little training. Come on.
Yeah, she tried to get on the shoulder much. That was great. I want to see her actually. She's the only thing in this group holding it together. This is the equivalent of when The Rock joined the Nation of Domination and just added an extra spark to the group. The foil to the team.
No, because the thing is, you cared a little bit about the Nation of Domination before The Rock. Like, they had something. You know
they had something.
They had something.
But The Rock
and then they needed something to take them to another level. This is like, I don't even know. I don't even know when a piece saved a group.
Yeah, that she became the entire identity of the group.
Yeah.
Like, I would say China and DX, but she was already there. She was already with Hunter.
Yeah.
Maybe the Outlaws of DX. New Age Outlaws kind of just came in and was like, we can make this better.
Nah, because that was like them going to another level of DX, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, no. I don't know. I can't think of a faction that was just absolutely struggling. And it was like, oh, we added this guy.
Yeah.
We're good.
I can't think of one. Jaida Parker has a sit-down interview. And do you know what? This was a solid backstory. Like, we learned that she played D1 soccer for LSU. And she was in the under-17s women's U.S. national team.
Okay. Yep.
And then this is interrupted by Roxanne. I mean, the little girl tried to act tough, but then she learned. You fuck around, you find out.
Yeah, she put it. I know this didn't happen, but I imagine Roxanne come out there. She has her chair. She get a little booster seat.
No, Marcus,
she's there sipping her apple juice.
No. She looks so small in that chair, Marcus.
Yeah.
When Jaida Parker stood up, she said, Roxanne, I'm going to slap the taste out of your mouth. She's like, I'd like to see you try. When she stood up, That slap was so solid.
I felt that shit, man. And she hit her so hard, I went. Bah! I'm like, oh, God. I almost called. Yeah. I almost called the police. That's how bad that slap was. It was like, oh well, she don't have a chance. Then Jaida Parker gets, Then Jaida Parker gets all messy. It's like, you can get it too. What are you even doing here?
Who do you think that was?
Huh? I believe it was supposed to be Rosemary, because she was going to be in the next match, against whoever. I believe that's what they were thinking of.
The 3 that they've recently signed.
I heard about you. You get it too. I think nobody wanted that business at that moment. She was fired up.
Nope.
And when is she? And since they added this D1 soccer player, when she gonna start adding kicks to her arsenal? She has no kicks. First soccer player in the history to wrestling not gonna add kicks.
Yeah, but exactly, because Jasmine Nix did soccer too, and she's got a Pele kick.
Yeah, you gotta have something. You gotta bring it, Jaida. I don't know what kind of D1 player you are. Were you just out there fouling people, diving in people's legs?
Must have with that ass, the way she runs at people like that.
Yeah, she just throws her ass into the goal.
So we get the NQCC versus the Family. This was a mixed tag match. The Don leaves ringside with some old dudes. Can I just point out that first of all, these women had no fear, just fighting the men like they were.
Yeah, Manny, I would like to do a sidebar here before we get into the match. Can we talk about the journey of the Don? I would like to throw this in a second as he walk away. The journey of the Don. This is another situation. This is a situation where I have to give a strike.
The 2 men just seem like me and you walking into the ring being out of breath.
We just got here.
That was a long walk.
We tried. I tried running a little bit, but then there was a door, and I was like, "Oh no, I need to walk." Oh. So Tony's journey again. This is a strike, and this gets a heavy strike. Just the same strike. This is a shared strike between Jon Moxley and Tony D'Angelo. Cell phones don't exist. This could have been a phone call. This could have been a text. They didn't need to come out there out of breath. They could have told them the situation, because when Tony arrives to the restaurant, he's like, "What is the situation you guys have for me?" "Oh, it's a black man in my restaurant." Why didn't you guys just say that?
The problem I have is the way he walks through the kitchen all stressed, and then he's over Femi enjoying a nice, beautiful meal.
No, he didn't even have a meal. Over Femi's just sitting there with the title on his table. And then I enjoyed the Don. You go here. "You didn't have to do this, coming up to my restaurant, scaring all these nice people." And I go, "What does he do?"
He's big, black, and imposing. What are you
big black man. These people eating their spaghetti and pasta and shit. I can't enjoy this.
White people. That's enough to scare white people.
I can't enjoy this.
I'm not even Marcus. I'm not even the size of Obafemi. Some women cross the road when they see me. They may think pervert, but Man, he treated Obafemi like this was the middle of the civil rights movement, and there was a black man in his restaurant, colored, in front of the store. Oh no, this is urgent. The man wasn't doing anything. He was well dressed. He didn't even get food. They weren't feeding him. I'm sure he would have ate the shit anyway. And I can just imagine the people in the restaurant just going, "Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, clutch your pearls, Maggie. Clutch your pearls." I've never seen this man this dark. In Florida, right now, this time of year, and African. This is crazy. Oh my God. Someone called the police. We can't call the police. There's a black man eating meal here. That's all that was going on. Shocked at how that was. Yeah, and then let's just talk about it. The Don... Obafemi says, "He may be the Don of NXT, but I am the ruler of NXT." And so he doesn't need his acceptance. The Don said them fighting was inevitable, but he had a hell of a run, and he's going to show everyone that Obafemi is mortal. "Many have tried, none have exceeded, and you will be no different."
Yeah, I mean,
Never have
he
been
didn't
more
realize he was
afraid.
dealing with it. Didn't realize he was dealing with a member of the NAACP who decided to throw the park to his restaurant. You've never dealt with anything like this, Tony. How dare you? Anyway, back to the match.
I am impressed with Rizzo.
Yeah.
Rizzo doesn't even wrestle, and she was good.
She's the most talented person in that family. That's a stretch. It's a hard take. It's a hot take. But I believe she's in the running for it. Where Rizzo, who hasn't wrestled much, each week shows me something new, and I go, oh, look at Rizzo. She has legit speed. Her and Ren Sinclair were running them ropes hard. Yeah. And it looked like they look like the new generation of that. Like when you see slow wrestlers in the ring, you go like, oh man, what year are they from? I'm talking male or female. This felt like this is the modern speed that everybody goes at. Like, it was like, oh man, look at them go back and forth. They were throwing men everywhere. They didn't give a fuck. Mostly Ren.
No, Ren was throwing people about, but then Rizzo did something on the outside. I can't remember what it was. It looked like a Death Valley driver or something, but she did something.
Yeah. It was a lot going on in this match, and I thought this was a very entertaining match. Maybe the greatest mixed 6-person women's or intergender tag match of all time.
If I'm being completely honest, it was a women's match. I didn't care about the other moving parts in this match.
100%, Manny. I agree. The streak continues.
Pete Dunne said he isn't gonna moan about Trick Williams costing him a chance at the NXT title, but he will teach Trick another lesson. When you mess with the Bruiserweight, he's gonna beat you with an inch of your life. I believe him too.
But Trick had something to say about that. He didn't. They cut the commercial.
So Zachary Wentz and Wesley. I want to ask you what happened in this, because it got very personal very quickly, but it just seemed like Wes was going to repeat himself over and over and over again, whilst Wentz was adding new stuff to whatever needed to be said.
I was taking care of you. You over there thinking you'd never wrestle again. Who'd you call? I may not be here on contract, but I was still your boy. I was still the one you called. You didn't call Trey Miguel because no one loves Trey Miguel.
Everybody hates Trey.
So they were going back and forth, and it got really emotional and all that. And Wesley comes up as a hippo in the crate. We're talking about saying you left me and all that. Well, I got fired, man. What can I do? So, and you know what? This was a better segment than Wesley's had in a while, where he went back and forth, and it was real emotional here. Poor Trey McGill.
Well, he always cries in his segment. The first time he didn't cry.
He's a man this time. He was a man.
He was a man this week.
Yeah. Somewhere Trey McGill is at home. I was this close. Making a triple threat, Sean. Just making a triple threat. I'll beat up Zach.
Wentz at some point called him a sensitive little bitch.
He did. He said, you quit like 3 times. Damn. Quit all the time. Shit.
So Kalani Jordan takes on, as Wendy Chu sends out TNA's Rosemary to take on Kalani. Kalani wins, but is distracted by Wendy Chu's face graphics on the screen and gets choked out.
Oh, Kalani. She's still learning. Kalani just seems like the stupid hero in every bad movie, or every horror movie. It's like, don't go there. Oh, they went there. Oh, don't split up. Oh, they split up. Oh, no, don't look for that. Oh, no. Like, she just looks like a victim at this point. Wendy Chu for champion.
Chase U and Frazier and Axiom made the ticker. Hank and Tank and OTM made the ticker. I'm only keeping Malik Blade and Brooks Jensen in the show because we find out who the identified black male is Edris Enofe.
Idris Enofe. Last seen in this photo here where he's doing absolutely nothing with most of his career. I have that attack being faked, Manny, and that they are joining up with Sean, or that Enofe is going to join up with Sean Spears.
We didn't They're not doing anything with them, so they might as well break them up.
Yeah. They were trying to sell Blade as a singles opponent. Like, oh, look out. He just sniped the shot. Look at him.
This is the best he's looked ever in ages.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what else is he going to do? He ain't doing shit, man. All he does is sit around and lose.
We get Javon Evans versus Joe Coffey.
This boy bouncy.
This was a good match.
Yeah.
It was a really good match.
I think Cody needs to stop doing the Cody cutter because Javon Evans cutter is just so much more height, so much more athleticism. Or you just be like, where's he going with this? Oh, he's doing the cutter. It looks like a movesaw starts.
Well, actually, before we have ignored the finish to the 6-person tag, where the family hit the highest shatter machine I've ever seen in my life.
Yes, they did. They did.
Some height on that.
They were like, woo! Oh, I mean, it's not hard to hit that move since Dax and Cash aren't the tallest guys in the world, or the most athletic. But this was a very athletic, strong shatter machine. We just go, oh, they killed him.
Joe Coffey wins with the help of distraction, which I thought was a good match. But let's be real, Gallus are going nowhere.
Yeah,
they are going absolutely nowhere.
Dun, 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 we ain't going nowhere. We ain't
they are
going nowhere.
Trash.
Because Gallus ain't shit now. And they know they're going to get released or something. I can't rhyme it, but you know what I meant.
Yeah.
But, I understand why. Just let Javon win. Build him up as the best star. The guy has all the tools. Even his microphone work, yes, it can use improvement, but he does have an energy and enthusiasm to what to talk on the microphone. It's not a Ricochet situation where keep that thing away from me, god damn it. This is more like, I need to get better at this.
Yeah, but he's in the right place to get better at this. You can only hope that it gets better with Javon Evans. Whereas Ricochet is kind of like set in his ways now. You can't teach an old dog.
Yeah, look at please. The cake is made already. We can't add any more ingredients. I'm sorry. It's over. It's over. This is the cake.
Too late in the game to get good at talking.
Yeah. Imagine Ricochet all of a sudden get good at talking. That'd be shocking. I can't even think of a wrestler that came out of nowhere and was like, they can talk now? Like,
what if a wrestling god came down? What if JBL came down and gave him a wish? You can no longer flip, and I give you the gift of the gab. But if you take away the flips from Ricochet, what has he got?
He's just a short guy. He's a short guy out there able to talk. He's basically he's Adam Cole. But even Adam Cole can flip a little bit.
Yeah. So, midway through the show, Ava tells Ethan Page what he did last week was unacceptable. He should know better to manhandle referees. He suggests that she suspend him so he wouldn't have to defend the title at No Mercy. She's like, I've got an idea. So, we go ahead with the Joe Hendry concert. Ethan sucks, believe in Joe, put on some clothes. Ethan comes out, the crowd starts singing that to him, and he's infuriated. Tells him that he's not an NXT superstar, but he is not. Joe Hendry's not an NXT superstar, but he is. And what's best for the people is keeping him out of NXT. This is when The Rock's knee comes out and tells everyone that their match will have a special guest referee, Trick Williams. I have to say, Marcus, this is a terrible decision by The Rock's knees.
Yes.
He has no business. Trick is actually in the wrong for last week for getting involved in the match.
Yeah.
Pete Dunne has a legit gripe, but because Pete's too grown and like, I ain't gonna bitch and moan about what Trick did to me, I'll just kill him myself.
Yeah, I'm just gonna handle this.
Ava didn't do anything. Ava has made a totally incorrect decision. Pete Dunne should be the special guest referee where he can break both their fingers.
Well, I believe he's gonna get his fingers broken, not be able to make the count, and somehow Ethan's gonna win.
That's what.
Don't know what ref is gonna slide and make the save, but I feel it's a conspiracy. Ava, this is the wrong decision. This is what happens when Stevie and Stone is in the room. Decisions like this.
They weren't in the room, though. They weren't in the room when that decision was made. Clearly, she needs them.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I just said. I was like, this is what happens when they're not around. Bad decisions happen in that office. Ava's out of control. Just someone give her a good idea. Trick is going to go there and try to screw somebody in this match. He has nothing to gain to be a special guest referee. He hates them both. Well, he doesn't hate Joe, I guess. But he clearly, he favored Joe in the back. He like high-fived him, like, ha, Joe. You doing the damn thing. This is ridiculous.
Well, Joe Hendry chokeslams Ethan Page. Trick counts to 3. We get this stupid idea. Wave your hands from side to side and say, I believe in Joe Hendry.
And I'm going to go back to TNA. TNA. Well, he is going back after this match, I'm assuming. He ain't winning that title.
And then Pete Dunne gives a warning from inside the entrance thing. He might not make it to the next week.
Yeah, I was like, what of all the threats? He may not make it to Sunday. What do you plan on doing in between all this? There's no more NXT shows.
Yeah, murder this Sunday.
Yeah, Trick Williams was gunned down at a train station. We're all looking for Pete Dunne today. I guess Trick isn't going to make it.
And you can join us this Sunday to watch the murder of Trick Williams for the NXT No Mercy watch along.
Yes,
Also, join us this Saturday for Bash in Berlin.
It's an old picture of Randy Orton. He looks too young in that one.
Yeah, but this is a glorious picture of Gunther.
Yeah. That man is telling me things with those eyes. I need to stay away. In fact, if I look at this picture any longer, I'm going to get chopped in the face.
So yeah, that was basically NXT. I mean, I still enjoyed it. They did have some good storytelling elements in it. You know what? And the lack of men's wrestling. It seemed like, do you know what? They do have a lot of women on the show, and they do show out. I think it's time that WWE did their Evolution too.
Would you pay for it?
Marcus, I don't have to pay for anything because it's all free.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's $9.99, but it's free.
I don't know when we get our next Evolution pay today, but I'm sure Charlotte will have to, and Becky will have to be back for us to get that.
I don't think you need them.
You don't, but you need the names. You need the names.
SmackDown is suffering without Charlotte or Becky being there. Because there's no real female lead. Like, Bianca's doing tag shit. There's no real female lead over there. So those two are needed. But, like, for this thing, Evolution, you showcase those NXT women. I think you've got a good show.
Yeah, but no one knows these women, Manny. No one knows who they are.
I don't care.
No, you can't just have a show where no one knows who they are.
You don't. People don't really know who the fuck the Don is if they were gonna go watch No Mercy. No one knows the fuck who he is. I'm gonna be frank with you.
Why do that to the Don? Why do that to the Don? No one knows who the fuck you are.
I'm gonna be frank.
Okay.
My name's Steve. My name is
Jeff. Bob.
I don't think many people in the WWE universe really fuck with Obafemi yet.
Oh yeah.
But we're still gonna watch. We're still gonna watch No Mercy. We're still gonna watch it.
So what you're saying is, you need Becky and Charlotte to do Evolution 2.
No, we don't.
I'm saying we do. Jaida Parker,
I'll tell you who we do
Roxanne Perez, Stephanie McClure, Julia, all not enough.
I'll tell you who we do need.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Not Nikita Lyons. Not Nikita Lyons. I'm talking about Ronda.
Oh, no.
I'm joking. Ronda did not need it. But seriously, I watched 5 minutes. Not even 5 minutes. The moment she did her intro to that show, I saw the intro to Nikita Lyons show, and I was like, shut the fuck up.
This sound it looked like exactly what I thought it would be. It looked like it sounded like something that should be on at 3 in the morning. And you going like, is this a paid program or an actual show? What am I doing? Get your rhinestones together and the lights and colors, and all the world will magically shine down on you.
This showed people.
So mean. It's your girl.
Can you do me a favor while I set this up? Can you remove the overlay?
I cannot. I'm just like.
Okay.
I want to start this off by taking a nice big deep breath. Breathe with
Welcome
me.
to this paid commercial presented by La Quinta Hotels.
What is this bit though? Look. Let's take a deep breath. Why did she go? Mm-hmm.
Take that deep breath.
Mm-hmm. And out. Yes, breath is so important. It brings you to your power center and it remembers who you are, and also you need it to live. So make sure you're breathing out there.
Well, that's a true fact.
Nikita.
That is a fact. That is a fact. Make sure you're breathing out there. But it brings you to your center place and all that.
No, the fact that
who is watching the show?
Like, who she thinks she is?
A sassy black woman, Manny.
She ain't no sassy black woman.
She is a sassy black woman. You can see her. She can tell she wanted to be in the Lion King. That's her tribute picture to Mufasa.
Actually ridiculous.
This whole thing. Who's watching? I want to know who's watching this and going, Nikita, you go, girl.
You go, girl. I'm breathing all the time, girl.
I'm breathing all the time. Nikita, right? Breathe.
Ridiculous.
It is exactly what I wanted to be. I honestly may start watching now I've seen it.
No, do you know what it was? It appeared because I was logged in as the sharpshooters. It appeared right on the home screen of like when you first go to YouTube. So I was like, I clicked it. I went through however long the intro was, and then I got to the bit where she did the intro to the show. I mean, our intros are long and sometimes ridiculous. I'll admit to that, but they ain't as ridiculous as that. I don't recall ever telling you lot. I don't ever recall telling Levi. I don't recall telling Diamond Dallas Jimmy to breathe as we start the show.
No, I remember to breathe. Because you know what? Breathing because you're in the core and it's about leaving. I'm just dropping some knowledge.
I've never been like, hey, you guys, remember, as we end today, I want you to breathe in, take in all that fresh oxygen and exhale all that carbon dioxide.
Yeah. Manny, let me tell you this. I feel like I'm trying to see, am I too old for this shit? Or is she too old for this shit? Is she too young to be doing this old lady ass video?
I don't even know where to begin with it anymore. I don't know where to begin with it anymore. I'm so far removed from this woman that I don't want anything to do with her anymore.
Manny, I am now reinvested in Nikita Lyons. I am now invested into my power core, and I think, and no mercy, instead of us doing this ticker material, we're not going to pay attention and have attention. We just watch Nikita Lyons on YouTube.
No, because you know what? Do you know what's going to happen, Marcus? She's going to return. And I'm going to get dragged back in by the shadow boxing.
Yes, and kicks.
She back.
She back. I think that's how her song goes. I'm a lion and something that's going and breathing the oxygen. Rhinestones and moonstones.
She's been replaced by Lola Vice. She has been replaced by Lola Vice.
She's been replaced by Jaida Parker. All of them. But you know what? Honestly, Nikita, you go, girl. I hope this is your gimmick when you come back. I hope people gotta go in there and they smell your sages like, Jesus, what's all the incense and shit?
You're fucking sage out of him. Fuck off.
I want this to be a segment. I want this to be like the Piper's Pit of NXT. incense with Nikita Lyons. You just go in there and just talk her nonsense.
Gemstones and fucking crystals with Nikita Lyons.
Yeah.
Burn sage.
Yeah, today I'm bringing in Trick Wheels. What in the hell am I doing in here? It always leads into a match. I'm down for this segment.
I am not. It's going to be tragic.
I think it's a heat generator. If she were to come to the ring and do a live Nikita Lyons show and just start talking her nonsense and just doing it for heat, I'm 100% for it.
This is the person you talk about is what's her name? Gladys Goodwill.
Well, if you told me she was the daughter of Gladys Goodwill, I believe you. She might be.
Portia Goodwill.
At this point, she may as well be Aunt Jemima. At this point, she sounds like an old black woman. Aunt Jemima.
So bad.
I love it. I don't care what you say. I don't care how much you disparage it. I love this version of Nikita Lyons. I'm happy for her.
All right. I want you to do a live reaction to this show next week. Episode 3. Wednesday, you're not doing anything. I want a live reaction to it.
If you want me to do an live reaction to Nikita Lyons, you don't want that many because I'm coming in do-rag, bathrobes. I'm going to have candles lit in my background.
I will break sobriety if you do that, and I'll bring a big glass of like drink and be like,
Well, you're lucky I care about your health because I wouldn't want you to break sobriety, so I can never do it. But
once again, not doing it because I need to, doing it because I can.
All right, that's enough of this show.
I don't think you feel alcoholics.
Make them feel like they want to drink.
When my friend handed it to me, another person was sitting at the desk in front of us, and we both had to go, I don't have a problem. And she's like, he's not an alcoholic. He's doing it because he can. I never thought he was, but okay, yay. Well done for not drinking.
Yay. We'll see you in AA meetings, Vinny. All right, let's end the show. Hour and a half in. Yes. I'm sure people got their fill.
Make sure you join us this Saturday and Sunday for Watch Along. There will be no normal Saturday show as Bash in Berlin is at is early. It's in Germany. So it's coming on at I think the same time we were on for All In.
Yeah, it's typical PLE time, Manny, which is starting to get on my nerves. We've had one pay-per-view or PLE that's happened at 5 p.m. and that was SummerSlam? That is it.
No, all of them are starting at 4 o'clock these days.
No, the other ones were all in the morning.
No Mercy starting at 4 p.m.
Yeah, that's the normal one.
No, there's no. You used to start at 5.
Oh, well, yeah, that's also true.
So yeah, join us for those watch-alongs. I'll put up the No Mercy one later on, probably tomorrow or Saturday. Make sure you
continue breathing
to thesharpshooters.creator-spring.com. Be like Diamond Dallas Jimmy and Jen, or be like the originator of Mannyface on the right, or the copycat on the left. Even though she's clearly doing it better than I am. Mine looks like a smelt fart.
Man, I tell you, it looks like you're about to go here in the middle of a stroke and you just want to finish your last sentence. You want to tell this guy, go fuck yourself, but you're in the middle of a stroke. Go fuck yourself. Back.
Yeah, so go get yourself some Untitled Manny and Marcus merch, or the originating Sharpshooters merch with the two men with the coming at you. Literally.
We need to hire someone to do our reads.
Actually, yes. Yes. That is a good idea. If you've made it this far, send us a video or audio of you just doing the read on top of those images of promoting the Sharpshooters store. Do that. I dare you.
Yeah.
I fucking dare you.
And put it on your socials.
Took it to you, Jimmy. Took it to you, Jimmy. Jen.
I know how I'm going to do it. I need Nikita Lyons to wear one of our shirts at her shows. If she does, Manny, I will do a show completely in her bathrobe and gypsy attire or whatever the hell's going on there. I will get a picture of a lion and put it behind me.
I do have a lion. Yeah, this is how we end shows. Wait, first, before we go, make sure you take a deep breath.
Yes, breathe.
Oh,
shit.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm playing it again before we go. I'm playing it again. It was that ridiculous.
It is. One more time. One more time.
By taking a nice, big, deep breath. Breathe with me. And out. Yes, breath is so important. It brings you to your power center and it remembers who you are and also you need it to live. So make sure you're breathing out there.
Shut up, Nikita.